discussing about jQuery. So, before coming to the topic, what I have covered is JavaScript basics, JavaScript control structures, then different data types, strings, then DOM model, etc. I already explained in the last few videos. Here I am explaining about jQuery. jQuery is actually a JavaScript library. Okay, JavaScript library for using. It is a lightweight it has the aim that write less do more. That is, we are saving all the functions in a library and we just call these functions. So the purpose of this jQuery is to make it more easier to use JavaScript on your website. So it is a fast and concise JavaScript library. It is created by John Resig in 2006. Okay, so we can do this jQuery library for the jQuery has a lot of functions or code for doing common task. So we can use these functions by just calling that single line of code instead of writing the entire code. So jQuery simplifies a lot of complicated things from JavaScript like Ajax calls and DOM manipulation. The main features of the jQuery library are we can manipulate DOM elements, CSS can also be manipulated, HTML event methods can be handled, effects and animations can be provided to the HTML page, Ajax will be detailed in the coming slide, and other utilities. So these are the important core features supported by jQuery. DOM manipulation means jQuery made it easy to select the DOM elements like buttons, paragraphs, and every DOM elements, and you can made it easy to select and negotiate and modify, etc. Next is event handling. Event handling, that like user clicking on a link, etc. can be done very easy using jQuery. Then its Ajax support is jQuery helps you to a lot to develop responsive and feature-rich site using Ajax technology. Moreover, animations are provided. Why it is called lightweight is that it is about 90 KB in size. So it is a lightweight library. Moreover, it has cross-browser support. That is, this jQuery works very well in all of the browsers like Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, Chrome, Opera, etc. Moreover, it supports latest CSS selectors and basic expect syntax. How can you add jQuery to your web pages? I already said that jQuery contains actually the JavaScript code. It is a JavaScript library. You can mainly there are two ways we can use to use jQuery library. First is to download this jQuery library from the corresponding website and save it in your corresponding folder, and you can call it by using script tag. Inside the script tag, you mention the source is the file name of that folder name. That is, you just download jQuery from the website. jQuery website you have to download this jQuery and put source is equal to this in your JavaScript code. Okay, script tag we are using for writing the JavaScript code. Inside the script tag, you just mention that folder name, jQuery library folder name in the just.js. Okay, this is the one way. This is an example that uses this way. That is, here in the script type is text JavaScript that we are mentioned. Source we are specifying jQuery. It will be stored in jQuery folder. So when you download this jQuery, it will be stored in this file name .js extension. jQuery 2.1.3 min.js extension will be automatically stored in jQuery folder. So you mention this source. Then in the script tag, you have to use the function. Here you can see dollar that will be detailed in the coming slides. $document.ready. Inside the $document.ready function, I just write a code, document.write. You can use any functions that is written in the jQuery library inside this ready function. Okay, that will be detailed in the coming slide. You can another way you can use jQuery is you need not download. Instead of that, you can use the jQuery from content delivery networks like Google and Microsoft. Some of the world leaders will provide content delivery networks. You just mention that content delivery networks IP, and you can use this. This is the way. This is the one way you can use jQuery in your code. Here is the same example. The difference is the path that you are specifying. So the advantage of this CDN is that sometimes that our web server has not enough space to store all the jQueries in our folder. So we can use this code, just mentioning the source as this way. You can save the space. Okay. Then next, how can with the jQuery you can select? I already said that jQuery can select HTML elements and perform actions on them. If you can do like that, what is your basic syntax? Is you just mention dollar selector. Selector is actually the HTML element, maybe paragraph or anything. Dot action. Action is the method that is available in the jQuery. So this is an example that, for example, I am inside a some HTML element. I can hide the element by using dollar this dot hide element. For example, I want to hide paragraph elements, then I can use dollar of p dot hide. Dollar indicates sign to define or access the query. It is mandatory for jQuery. So don't forget to use dollar. Inside the brackets you specify paragraph dot hide, means it hide all the page elements. Here you can see dot test. Dot test, I think that you remember about CSS class. In the case of CSS class, we always mention it using dot operator. So it what it do is it hide the element that with the class name test. Okay. This is hash. Hash indicates that I already mentioned this hash. Hash is actually specifying the ID. If you have an element with ID test, you can hide it by using hash test dot hide. Don't forget to use dollar. So I already once again I repeating the thing what I said. So with jQuery you can select HTML elements and perform actions on them. The basic syntax is dollar selector dot action. Dollar indicates to define or access the jQuery. Selector means to find the HTML elements. Selector in the sense that to find the HTML elements. So in the bracket you have to specify the selector, that is the HTML element, maybe a paragraph or header element or form element, anything you can specify. Dot action means what action you have to do. That is, here we use the jQuery action hide function to hide the HTML elements that is not available in other type of code. So hide is a function that is defined in the jQuery library. In the all the jQuery code that you see, there is a code document.ready function in here, and also you see document.ready function here. So what is the use of this document.ready event? So all the jQuery methods in our examples are inside this document.ready function. Why is it is to prevent any jQuery code from running before the document is finished coding. So the jQuery code must be executed after loading the document. So in order to ensure this, we always use $document.ready function for all the jQuery codes. For all the jQuery codes, you have to write $document.ready function. Why it is using is in order to ensure that that any jQuery code will not be run before the document is finished loading. So first the document must be ready. After that only the jQuery code must be executed. So jQuery selectors that I already mentioned, it allow you to select and manipulate HTML elements, or jQuery selectors are used to find HTML elements. You can access the HTML elements based on their name, their ID, their class name, their attributes, their value of attributes, and much more. You notice that, or you remember that the selectors in the jQuery must start with a dollar sign followed by this parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis you have to specify this in double quotes. Okay, don't forget about that. This is an example. When a user clicks on a button, here all P elements will be hidden. So how can you write this code? Here Google, we are using, I already mentioned that there are two ways you can use jQuery code in your, first you download the code, or you have to use content delivery network. Here I am using Google Content Delivery Network as the source, and document.ready function. What I do is, this is actually a jQuery function. Here we specify that button on clicking the button, the paragraph element must hide, and closing it. And inside the HTML code, you see that this is a paragraph, this is another paragraph in the P, and there is a button. Okay, on clicking this button, what it do is, the paragraphs like this is heading, this is paragraph, this is another paragraph, these statements will be hidden. This is a simple example that shows the usage of jQuery function. ID selector. I already mentioned that ID selector can be used. In order to use in jQuery, we use hash ID name to find an item with a specific ID. So don't forget that use $sign for inside the parenthesis. You have to mention the ID name. Before that ID name, you have to prefix it with a hash. Okay. This is an element. When a user clicks on a button, the element with ID test will be hidden. Okay, here I created a paragraph with ID test. Actually, when the button is clicked, this is another paragraph. This statement must be hidden. All others will show. That is, the paragraph with the ID test will be hidden because I mentioned it in this function, document.ready function. On clicking the button, the paragraph with the ID test is hidden. Okay. So I already mentioned that JavaScript is very useful for Ajax. What is Ajax is? Ajax is actually an asynchronous JavaScript and XML. It is actually a browser technology, and it is used for creating faster and more interactive web applications with the help of XML, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And so with this video, I will be ending this module. Thank you for the support and patience. Thank you.